Welcome back to the 12 Clays of Christmas. Today, on day 11, I'm making a tiny hummingbird hawk-moth, one of my absolute favourite little creatures, and one that always feels a bit magical when it visits the garden. I begin with a small ball of clay and gently pinch and press it into the shape of the moth's rounded body and tail. Once I'm happy with the proportions, I add a little carved detailing to the tail. Next come the wings. I shape 2 thin pieces of clay, lay them on top of each other and trim the edges so they match perfectly. Then I attach them to the body and soften the transitions. For the antenna, I wrap thin wire in a touch of clay and press the 2 pieces carefully into the head. Then I make the long curled proboscis, which works a bit like a straw. I wrap a thin wire around the tip of my tweezers to get that perfect spiral and place it gently onto the face. Once everything is attached, I go in with my needle tools to add tiny texture details across the wings and down the body. Off camera, I add a small wire underneath so the moth can hover in the bauble later. I start with a full dark brown wash to settle into all those little textures. When that's dry, I dry brush a soft grey across the top to bring out the raised details. I always think they look like tiny garden spirits darting between flowers. They're so quick you only see them for a second, so it's really fun slowing everything down and capturing those details in clay. Then come the colours. Warm yellows on the wings, deeper black markings on the tail, and pale yellow touches along the edges. Each wing gets those signature dark brown stripes, and then I brighten everything with a soft orange layer. A few white accents on the wings and tail help bring it all to life. Hummingbird hawk-moths are one of the few insects that can hover perfectly still, just like a hummingbird. They beat their wings so fast you can actually hear a tiny humming sound. It's such a lovely surprise when one whirls past in summer. Even though we're in winter, working on something that reminds me of warm evenings and blooming flowers feels really comforting. It's like a little breath of summer tucked inside a Christmas bauble. To tie the colours together, I finish with another gentle brown wash all over the whole piece. In the back half of the bauble, I add silver glitter and a sprinkle of paper snow. The front half gets glue and a little clay base. I bend the wire under the moth to make a tiny foot, press it into the clay, and it instantly looks like it's hovering in mid-air. A bit of moss, a touch more snow, then the bauble closes, and the moth looks like it's frozen mid-flight. Thank you so much for watching day 11 of the 12 Clays of Christmas. Tomorrow is the very last day of the series and I can't wait for you to see it.